And we're live. Hi, everyone. I am Nick.
And I'm Maria.
And welcome to Full of Brick.
Full of Brick.
Number 64. Yeah. Today is July 3rd. And tomorrow in the States, it's
July 4.
the 4th of July.
Like the rest of the world.
On Friday, this past Friday, was Canada Day.
It's July 1st.
July 1st.
So how did our two countries get almost back-to-back Independence Day?
But it's Canada Day. It's not Independence Day, is it? I thought it was just when Canada's birthday.
And tomorrow's Independence Day?
Something like that. So in the chat, we got some new people. We got Matt Riley and we got Elite Guard 22.
Hi.
Probably new to the channel. And we got the what is it? Reliable and trusty. What's the old and true? We got Brick Dudes and Graphic Bricks.
Hi, everyone.
And later I have a surprise from Graphic Bricks that I want to show you.
Did you open it already?
Surprise. So last week...
I don't remember what happened last week.
Well, last Sunday, after my run with Tristan, I took the boys somewhere. Remember you had Buffalo?
Oh, yes. Last week I had to go to a wedding shower again in Buffalo.
But I took the boys to the splash pad.
That's a more fun event. I know. You could have done that today again.
Yeah. No, we wouldn't have been able to make it in time.
You were like so keen last week. You came home and you're like, let's go to the splash pad. I'm like, what? I'm the parent who usually takes the kids to the splash pad.
Because it was so hot. And then, so I was just planning on just bringing them like right away. But then Maria was like, wait. You got to prepare a towel.
Sunscreen, towels, flip-flops. Because you don't want to be running at the splash pad. Drinks.
Yeah, it's like a whole...
Hats.
I was like, oh, geez, look at all these bags now I have to bring. I was just going to have them bike there.
I just wanted to go there and splash.
They were just going to run around in their bare feet.
And then they'll be like, I'm so thirsty, Daddy. I'm going to burn, Daddy. And my feet hurt, Daddy. And then what?
Well, they didn't complain.
Because we had all those things.
You wanted me to drive them to this faraway splash pad.
It wasn't too far away. It's just a bigger splash pad. So we have a number of splash pads in our neighborhood. So this is probably the smallest.
Do they know what a splash pad is? Maybe they don't even know what a splash pad is.
I think all these people were born in the age of splash pads. We weren't. When we were growing up, we didn't have splash pads.
So what a splash pad, well, the one that I took them to, it's basically a concrete area, and there's this big pole, and you press the button, and then water will bloop, 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 in different areas for maybe like a good 10 seconds, and then it would come down, and then somewhere else would bloop, bloop, bloop.
So it's like dancing, but it's not a fountain.
No, it's like a sprinkler.
It's not a pool.
It's like a sprinkler.
Yeah, and some of them are usually in the ground, so the water will come out from the ground. But some of them could also be like a post or a pole, and water can be. So there's a lot of different elaborate. Not this one, but there could be also like a number of elaborate splash pads. So I wanted you to take them to one of the more elaborate, more fun splash pads. But you're like, no, I'll just have them walk and bike. Oh, one point about walking and biking. So just on Friday, I took the boys biking / me pushing Hayden on his stroller to return some library books a kilometer away and go to the park. And the boys, Mason and Tristan, were riding their bikes ahead of me. And I just told them, oh, I want you to stop at every intersection. And Tristan looks and goes, I like your way better than Dad's. I'm like, what do you mean? Well, when Dad told us to bike, he just said, I'll meet you at the park.
Well, I met them at the park. I know, they kept on stopping. I'm like, just keep going. Why are you waiting for me?
And then he's like, it feels more safe, Mom, with you.
Like babies.
They are my babies.
Yeah, they just kept on stopping and turning and looking at me while I'm just going. I'm like, just go, make a left. Mason's like, this hand's your left. And so he turns around and then it's like, no, the other left. Who's ready to party?
Why? Where's the party at?
It's 4th of July party. I think Brick Dudes just got some fireworks.
Yes, we have a fireworks story.
Yeah,
anyhow, keep on going. Splash pad. So did you have fun at the splash pad? How long were you guys there?
We were there we got a good 45 minutes in the splash pad.
And there's also a park.
And then we went to the park after. But Hayden, at the beginning, because this was Hayden's first time, he's 2, first time at a splash pad. He was pretty...
in his memory.
Yeah, he was pretty tentative. So he would go and...
But he likes the pool.
But then he saw all the other kids running and touching it. So he got more brave, and then by the end,
by the time because I passed by before I went,
he was just running everywhere and laughing.
He didn't
even
look at me.
Yeah, having so much fun. There's footage of it, but it won't be for a couple of days.
We're so late with the footage.
It's not late. It's just
Why did you say it like that?
It's just because some days we have multiple videos, events, and so I just spread them out.
Oh, I guess.
So it's still one video a day instead of like 5 videos on one day. And plus, it gives you time to send me stuff.
Because some days I'm just so boring.
You don't give me stuff.
I went to Buffalo with my mom, so it was a wedding shower on what?
The park. So I didn't know Hayden already knows how to go up and down the slides by himself.
He's a pro.
Because at the first one, he went up, and then
you only went. Oh, you only went him by himself.
I went down with him, and then
at the slide. You went on the slide
because it's a 2x2 slide.
Oh.
So I went down with him.
And he's like, "Why are you doing this?"
And then he just looked at me, and then he ran back up to the top again, and he just went down like, "Oh, you know how to do it." So then he was just
Mommy never goes up with me.
Because I didn't know. I didn't want him like to bang his head backwards. And then he went on to the higher one.
Oh, he's never been to the higher one.
He went down with Mason for the first one and laughed. And then he just kept on trying to go down by himself at the higher one. The one that goes like in a circle.
A swirl.
A swirl. And then he started going up the other way.
Upwards. And at that point, did you stop him? He's that much more adventurous than the other two, I feel.
Well, I think Tristan was like that. Mason was scared.
I'm so scared of
And then after that, we went to the convenience store for some treats. We got some ice cream on a cone.
I'm so anti-convenience store
And treats. We got some popsicles.
Nick, Tristan said a lot of them were broken.
Yeah, so he finally found one that wasn't broken. But then Tristan wanted, I guess he wanted ice cream too, but those weren't gluten-free. So when we got home, he got his own, something that you would do. I'm just going to go to the freezer and get my own.
And eat 10 of it all in one go.
Yeah.
I know. And then meanwhile, you keep on sending me these photos when I was in Buffalo of how Hayden's like all like ice cream, like
all over his face,
smooshed and then passed out.
Yeah.
So good stuff. See, I can leave them with you, right? So at this point, I can like travel with my mom, leave for a week.
It's like boys' night, but it's boys' day.
Boys' day.
Boys' night before would always just be getting chips and a movie, and each of them have their own bag of chips.
That's how Nick rolls with feeding my children.
Chips,
but out of sight, out of mind, right?
They're eating chips right now.
I know. I saw that.
Whose chips was that? I didn't buy them that chips.
I did last night.
Okay,
but I already fed them. I already fed them real food today. Like Mason already had lumpia, and he already had a banana, and Tristan already had
pancake,
and eggs.
Okay,
and
how's Buffalo?
Okay, so Buffalo was a wedding shower for the bride-to-be of my dad's niece's son.
Okay.
So convoluted.
Dad's niece's son. Okay.
So my dad's cousin's daughter's son.
So what is that to you?
My nephew.
Your nephew.
So the generations are funny. Removed. Yeah, once removed. In any case, like I've known Josh since he was a little boy, and now he's getting married. He's actually a sheriff now.
He's a sheriff?
He's a sheriff.
Like a cop?
Like in Ocala County.
And he has like a deputy?
I guess. In Florida.
Wow.
So he grew up in Buffalo with Samantha.
How old is he now?
He's 26. 27, which is when we got married.
He's like Harold's age, and I remember him as just like a little boy.
Harold?
No, Josh.
I know. That's the first time we said Harold's name.
So that means Harold, if we had known Harold when we were younger, like
he'd be this little boy Josh.
He'd be like a little boy, but we'd be like in our 20s.
We're old.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyhow, so so she flew back. She's also a teacher she's a teacher now also in Florida. So they both live in Florida. The wife. And I haven't seen her since Juan's wedding. Yeah, they're classmates. So they're getting married later on this year in Florida. And though I am going to Florida with the boys for a race, it's not the same month. They're getting married in October, and we're going in November. And if I was a millionaire, I guess we'd go many times over.
She lives in Florida?
Yep, they both work in Florida now.
Oh, okay.
He's now a sheriff in Florida.
In Florida, okay.
Like not in Kissimmee, not in Orlando, like where, like
Tallahassee.
No, where Tito Hill also works.
Oh.
I can't remember now that city. St. Cloud.
Okay.
Anyhow, so yeah, they're grown up. So we went, and there were no kids allowed, so I couldn't bring Hayden, which I usually bring because he's my other.
Why? What's so special about this shower that there's no kids allowed?
No kids. Oh, it was in a hall. Like it was fancy. Like it was serve. It was. It wasn't just running. So it was organized by her sister. And of course, we are related to the groom side. So my dad's niece would be the new future mother-in-law. And she's always very sweet. She always invites us to a lot of their events. So we left the house around maybe 9:45. And I passed by the splash pad to check you guys out to make sure you guys are at the splash pad and not, at some, I don't know.
Another splash pad.
Another splash pad. And by the time we got to the bridge, which there's so much traffic too on the way, just through, other. Can you tell Hayden Nathan to just stop crying? Duct tape him. I believe in duct taping children. I shouldn't say that. Anyhow, so we got there and the bridge, I'm so surprised that there was quite a long lineup just across the bridge, which was really frustrating because we haven't had a long lineup in a while. Every time we've been crossing the border, we usually go like really, really early in the morning or really late at night. That usually bridge crossing is non-existent traffic. But this time we were actually at the crossing for an hour.
Oh, wow.
So the shower was supposed to start at 12. And when we left here around 10, I thought that was more than enough time to get there because it's usually about an hour and a bit. But we actually didn't get there till 1. So my mom and I were late, but they were
what
just
time
starting.
Did you start?
12.
Okay.
But I guess they had like all these like other.
It's like Filipino time.
They had these like shower games. And
Is she
stuff.
Filipino too?
No, she's New Yorkian.
Okay. Caucasian.
Right? Caucasian. And then I guess he's New York.
Why did you say New Yorkian? I thought she's from Florida.
Well, they both live in Florida now, but they both were born in Buffalo, New York.
Oh, okay.
Josh was born in Buffalo, New York. She's born in Buffalo, New York. It's like
when you said New York, I was thinking New York City. No. Okay, go.
I know, such a contrast.
When you say like a New Yorker, I thought like Manhattan, a New Yorker. Okay, go. Your story.
But we got there in time for the I guess the meal, which was nice, and then it finished at 3.
They're like, look at these people. They just come for.
And
the
they were
food.
like, bye, we're gonna go, and even
they just come for the food and eat and leave.
Yeah, we did. Did
you bring a gift?
Yeah, of course.
What did you bring?
Money.
Oh.
Because she's going back to Florida. You can't just give her a gift, and it's a lot of gifts for her to bring.
Okay, go. I thought you just sat down. You didn't bring anything. You just went in.
What kind of people don't bring anything?
Dressed up, sat down. See ya. Okay, go. Go.
So on the way back home, the mom and I were like, no, we're not going to go shopping because of the exchange rate. But we ended up actually stopping by this plaza, the McKinley Plaza, which is close to where the shower venue was.
Okay. Is that close to the
It's close to Walden. It's about 20 minutes from the Walden Galleria.
Okay.
Closer to there than the outlet mall. But when we got there, again, all these amazing deals that you can find. We went to Old Navy, and I'm always looking for like summer wear for the boys, shorts, tank tops, stuff like that. And I was able to find like a bunch of clothes for Tristan Mason Hayden, and only spent $30. Like I got him a pair of jogging pants, Tristan, for $1.97. Those prices never happen here in Canada.
So it's like you bought 15 items.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, some items were like $5, right? Like a pair of shorts for $5. That was probably the most expensive. But our sales here probably starts at like $5.99. Wow. Very rarely does it get like really low.
And there was still good selection,
unless it was like for a piece of underwear or a pair of socks.
There's still good selection, even
no.
Though it was so
I mean,
cheap?
I had to. There was like one of each. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
But I was okay.
And was that a sale or is that typical
like,
price?
It's a sale, but it's like on the clearance section, right?
Right?
And I feel like the boys wear and tear through their clothes anyway. That as much
so
as
you
I
got
like,
mostly for Tristan because he's just gonna hand it down to everyone else.
Hopefully he'll hand it down to everyone else. But usually he's very rough with his pants. That once he gets holes in his knees, I just toss those things out. Yeah. What else do you do with them? Who patches pants nowadays?
He was asking me today.
Did you make holes in your pants?
No, he said when you're little.
Oh, he did ask you.
Did you want 3 kids? I'm like, I don't know. Do you want 3 kids? He's like,
I'm telling him not to have kids.
I don't know. He was asking me all these questions while we were walking back.
So wait, you gotta tell them why you were walking back, because 3.5 kilometers walk back is quite an hour long.
It was a long walk, I guess.
Yeah, because and you guys walk like.
Actually, no, it was probably because 3 kilometers usually takes 30 minutes to walk.
But he was limping.
Yeah.
So it's extra slower. They ran today and they were trying to do their 16K today and Tristan developed a blood blister.
Yeah, this big one.
That was like my blood blister when I had the Mississauga Marathon. Remember?
Oh,
that's what stopped me. It was horrible. I had it like a 32K.
But he would have kept on going, but I told him we'll stop.
Was it limping? Was it hurting so much?
He wasn't limping, but he was slowing down.
Ew, it looks like a leech.
Yeah.
My poor
baby. It's like a hickey.
Did you open it up?
No.
it was already opened up, right? This is the skin that I already opened up. Like you can just see it's bruised. It's like
he said it wasn't red before the run.
It's just like shaved skin, so it's already thin, right? Because the top layer is gone, and then he just kept on
rubbing on it. So I just washed
it,
put alcohol.
Hey, Big Bricks.
Taped it up.
Yeah, I put alcohol.
Yeah.
But you didn't put Polysporin.
No, he didn't find it painful when I put alcohol. So there's probably no gash or anything.
No, just a lot of like bruising in that site.
Graphic Bricks just had pizza stuff.
So what kind of conversations were you and your son having? Like deep conversations? Like,
he was asking me,
is it worth having 3 kids? And why did mom coerce you to have 3 children? Is that the kind of conversation?
No, I think it first started with he was asking me if I recovered quick, and I said, yeah, I recovered quick. He's like, I recovered quick too. And I said, that's because you get it from me. I passed the genes down.
And then he's like,
does mom and like, no, she doesn't recover that quick. So I said, that's why. So I gave you a lot of recovered quick, and she gave you a little. So that's why you're kind of average recovered quick. And then he's like, what did mom give me then? I'm like, I don't know. Oh, she gave me a reading. I'm like,
doesn't read.
And then he was asking me, what did you read? And I go, I read Stephen King. And then he's like, I think I'm gonna read Stephen King.
Why does he want to be like you so much, boys? Okay, keep on going. That's why it's so important for you to be a good role model, Nick.
Yeah, so he was asking me though. And then
Can you tell him to read? Tell him to read the Lion Witch in the Wardrobe. It's right there on the couch right now.
And then I was asking, and then he said that
Can't you lie?
He said that since his healing powers are average, maybe it's not that good. But then I said, well, some people have a dad with bad healing powers and a mom with bad healing powers. So the kid would have really bad healing powers, and so that's less than you. And he's like, oh, okay, that's still better. And I'm like,
I have okay healing powers.
And then I was like, but if you have a parent with really good healing power, no, he was like, yeah, but if you have a parent with really good healing powers and a mom with really good healing powers, you have a Super Marine and Deadpool if they had a kid. It's like they can't have a kid because I'm like, well, if one of them was a girl. So yeah, he was doing. And then he was like, what about Nana and Lolo Jer? And he was like asking about like my grandfather and everything, and like going through. And then he was going into the whole ages, like how old are they, and doing. I'm like, so I was giving him birthdays, and then he was. I told him to do the math, so he was calculating it, and so it turned into a math lesson too.
That's good.
So, yeah.
What else?
Yeah, that's so.
Other than putting your mother is just average. There's no super heroicness to her.
No, your healing powers.
But did you tell him about my superhero powers?
Your Fortis calves? No. Okay, so are you done with the Buffalo?
Story? Yeah. And then the cross border again. Back.
It was long.
It was long both ways. But then my mom, who just kept on complaining, oh my God, it's so long. I just told her to play on her iPad. I'm like, but she doesn't bring her iPad. This is what kills me about my mom. I got my mom an iPad for her 60th birthday. She uses it at home, but I feel like, and she has all these humongous purses, but she never puts, it's a mini iPad. I have a mini iPad. I carry it with me everywhere because I hate waiting. And to stop myself from hating the wait, I read.
Hey, Brick Toad. He's off to camp in a few minutes.
Hey,
minifigure collector.
So I just read, and you can't, or just play on your iPad, right? And it's
but is it hard for her to read in the car? Like
no, because we're at a stop anyway.
Oh, okay. Oh, right? At the border.
Yeah, at the border, where she's just nah.
Maybe she wants to talk to her daughter.
We talked the whole hour there already.
She misses you.
No, she doesn't. So tired now. Okay, yeah. So and then we crossed the border, and I can't. Yeah.
The boys got their report cards.
Oh, right.
This week.
I was happy.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. Not like a super A+ report cards, like.
But it wasn't D's.
Oh yeah. So have we lowered our standards?
It wasn't D's. It was like D's and A's, I guess.
Yeah. Mason was good. Yeah. Gooder. I'm the worst.
My mom had this deal with Tristan, but he didn't want to take it. The deal was she would give him $100
for the report cards.
But for every B he got, he would have to give her $10 back or something like that.
So he's like, no, I can't take that deal.
He's like, no, because look, they're all D's, they're all B's. So he didn't take that deal.
But I think she's still gonna give him something.
Like a Lego set?
I don't know. She said money.
Mason probably wants Pokemon. He's all about the Pokemon.
Okay, so this is the thing with Pokemon. Mason sometimes comes home from school. Well, thank God
like
school is over. I am so happy school is over.
With chewed up Pokemon cards.
Yeah,
right?
with chewed up. Yeah, well, nobody likes these Pokemon cards.
He like trades his Pokemon cards for knockoff.
I don't even know where Tristan's Pokemon cards
are. He's telling me, oh, these are fake Pokemon cards. I'm like, why do you have them then? Oh, I traded it with Jack, or I traded it with.
Yeah, so his friends are so into Pokemon cards
that they tricked him.
Wait. He comes home and he's like, nobody wants to play with me. And I'm like, what do you mean nobody wants to play with you? He's like, everybody wants to play with Pokemon cards and I don't want to.
Oh, he doesn't want to play Pokemon.
No, not really. Like
then why is he all about?
He has these like because his friend. That's all his friends talk about.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, maybe he'll get into sports then. Did someone say Pokemon? Love playing Pokemon game. Be careful of fake cards and games, though. Yeah, I think Mason has all the fake ones from his friends. His friends. His friends tricked him into giving him his mint Pokemon cards, and I had this conversation with him. We were at the hospital for Hayden's cut, and I was sitting with him, and like he was telling me all like the powers and everything. I'm like, how come? And then he was telling me some of them were fake. I'm like, where'd you get these ones? I got this. Fake. I got this one from.
Like knockoff Pokemon cards?
Yeah. Apparently, like, the color is different. I don't know.
Anything can be a knockoff. How sad.
Yeah. Even Pokemon cards. Even Lego.
But we know.
Yeah.
Have we come across a knockoff Lego, but it says Lego, but clearly a knockoff? Like, the material feels cheap?
Yeah, the Chinese ones. The minifigures.
But does it say Lego?
Oh, I don't know if it says Lego.
You know what I mean? So anyways, I'm so excited that it's summer because I can't deal with bedtime anymore. With the sun up, it's like so hard to convince him it's
but Tristan's still gonna go to sleep early.
You tell him that. But it's okay because but at least I don't have to hassle him. You know what I mean?
He doesn't have to fall asleep in school.
Yes, and even if you wake him up in the morning and are you gonna make him run on that blister tomorrow?
No, I told him
tomorrow's off.
He can go on the bike.
What?
That I ran. The bike.
In front of you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't have to hassle them, and if they don't wake up, they don't wake up. Or if they wake up and they're still in their pajamas, they can roll out of their pajamas and just go to my mom like that. Like it's wonderful being in my mom's camp. Thanks, Mom, for taking my children.
On Thursday, I can take them at 9, and I'll bring Mason to the kids area.
Yeah, so just take them. I'm just gonna take Hayden with me and be done with it.
Okay.
Because it's Bergfest Toronto, and you book yourself off already.
Yeah.
If there's someone who calls you though, just take them.
In the morning?
Well, yeah. Because they're good enough, right?
So Netflix, I started getting to this new show, but I only got through maybe 3 episodes so far. It's called Between. Have you heard of Between?
No.
It's another one of those weird scenario, as in end of the world kind of things, where all of a sudden in this town, everyone 22 and older starts to die.
Oh.
And so everyone, if you're under 22,
you're still alive.
You're still alive.
But what do you die? Is it just like
they just all of a sudden have like blood coming out of their mouth, and then they collapse to the ground?
And that just happened
all of a sudden.
Oh.
Like
so all of the adults,
all the adults,
seniors are just dying.
So there's just kids roaming around the streets.
And,
And in this show, though, 3 of the cast members are Degrassi alumni.
Oh,
so one is.
So is this Canadian?
It is a Canadian. It's on City TV. Oh, apparently when I Wikipedia.
Hey Harold.
Hey Harold. When I Wikipedia it said that in the U.S. it's in international or U.S. it's on Netflix.
Oh.
But for Canada it's on City TV.
Oh.
And so from Degrassi, you know that Adam, the transgender?
Yeah. Oh, he's there.
Well, he plays a girl. Like she plays herself.
Like,
she's a girl in real life.
Got it.
So she's there. And then Anya, do you remember Anya?
Mm-hmm.
Sav's girl. She's there, and also Jake. I don't know if you remember Jake. He was like the boyfriend of that
all these characters.
Remember Claire?
Oh yeah. Okay.
So that's there. I only got through 3 episodes. I checked. There's only 6 episodes in the first season, but season 2 is starting now on City TV.
Are they trying to figure out how to stop people from dying at 22? Since I'm sure these people are going to approach 22.
I don't know, because
they're just like, yay, freedom! No one to listen to, no rules, no laws. Let's kill it.
Harold says lunch break. I think Harold is on day shifts now. or something like that.
Well, you know he's gonna be a dad soon, so the more shifts you pick up, the better.
But I think it's one of those.
Do you not see how much overtime and on-call I do?
It's one of those alternating day shifts, night shifts kind of deals.
Did you guys get an ultrasound already? Do you know if it's only like one baby or two babies?
I don't know if he's announced it. I don't know what she's talking about. I was just here. I don't know. Yeah, but for Between, the acting's pretty bad, kind of.
But you still love it because of the alumni.
I just kind of, well, I kind of just got sucked in, and then I just want to, since it's only 6 episodes, I just want to kind of see what happens. But it's kind of it's not really that great of
It's not riveting.
Yeah, it's not engaging. It's not as good as Jericho.
Okay. It's not as good as It's Not What You've Come From.
Oh yeah, I'm watching The Fosters. You don't like The Fosters? You're beside me and you're watching it over my shoulder. I'm season 2, maybe 3/4 of the way through The Fosters.
See, he said it's fine.
Okay. I don't know. I never talked about it. Only off
because
air.
Boys never talk about it.
I only talked about
That's
it.
why we're talking about.
Not what it says live on the top. So all of the world knows Harold's business.
They call him the man, the myth, the legend. I feel like everybody knows his business.
Who?
Like that guy. Hey, I'm here.
Oh yeah.
Anyways.
I watched some other things on that super secret squirrel stuff.
Oh yeah.
Box over there.
Is that what everybody calls it? Super secret rabbit?
No.
Super.
But anything that's skunk? Anything that's secret. Oh, we saw a deer today. We were running.
Oh, that scares me.
I
am so anti-wildlife.
We were running through the trail.
Not that I want to kill them, but I just want to run.
Because everyone had already. They kept on going. We turned around.
Yeah.
And so I'm running, and like Tristan's behind me still, and I'm like, look, it's a deer, because it just stopped.
Did you get scared? I know.
No, he started running faster.
And what? He's like gonna ride the.
He wanted to like.
What?
He was like, oh, let me get me some deer, and then there were like people just walking. And so the deer kind of scampered away, but good enough it didn't turn and charge us. But yeah, there was a deer. That's the first time I saw a deer just there. It was pretty big.
I've seen families of deer running before at like the Credit River Valley.
Yeah, in the trails?
In the trails.
Oh.
The last time I went with Susan outdoors, we came across a pair. A big, huge one and her baby, or a big, huge one and his baby. And they're taller than me, and I'm short. I ran back. There was no, let me get me some.
Elite Guard wants to know, what's your most valuable figure? What's your most valuable figure?
You?
No, like minifigure, I think he's talking.
I don't know. What's our most valuable? Because everything is collective. When you're married, everything is 50-50.
No, like not value in
I think it's valuable in dollars.
I think it's valuable to you. Mine's the Brick Zapper one.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I already answered it with you earlier, and you're like no, and then I got confused. So I was thinking it was most expensive, and now I'm saying nothing is too precious.
See, I said the Brick Zapper, and then,
my God,
he's like, what?
One of our craziest news this week in our city of Mississauga.
Oh, the house exploded.
So there was a.
I drove by, and they still have all the.
Why did you drive by, Nick?
When I was going to work to the.
But that's Tompkin, and that's far. It doesn't take. Where were you going?
I was just going down Dixie, and when I crossed Rathburn, they had still things blocked off, so you can't really go in.
So there was a house that exploded. It's closer to our old neighborhood. It's maybe
okay, what?
It's about 2 or 3 kilometers from our old houses, right?
Yes.
Like where we grew up. So it's quite, I don't know, shocking because this house blew up on Thursday afternoon and it decimated 6 houses around it.
And you thought it was like a meth lab.
I thought it was a meth lab.
But it's not.
It's not. It's now a homicide investigation.
They think they weren't paying their bills or something?
Yeah, and I don't know if they just turned on their gas and it leaked and it exploded in the middle of the afternoon. So 2 bodies were recovered. I mean, and people were hurt, but at least not any more people were killed.
How many people died again?
2. And I think they're the homeowners. Or I don't know if the homeowners are still unaccounted for. I'm not sure. Like right now, everything is hush-hush. But it's just shocking because it's quite close to where we grew up. Like close enough to, like Mississauga is very big.
When Tritz and I were walking back to the community center today, there's a big fire truck.
Oh.
And it was actually putting out a fire of the whole roof was all gone. And at the intersection of Main and church.
Wow, it's a commercial.
No, it's a house.
Oh.
Like the roof was all broken.
Oh.
And it was like one of those older houses.
Oh.
So
scary, home ownership. Anyhow, so that was one of our shocking newses.
Harold's asking, do you guys watch Game of Thrones? We kind of don't, but you know who does?
What?
Riz mom.
Yeah, my mom is super addicted to it. The word addicted isn't a word, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Super addicted to it.
Have you read the books?
I've read the books. I went up to like book 3, and then I got confused.
Really?
And then I know there's like 6 books now. So
yeah,
I feel like
he says because the 6th book's finished, so hopefully end of the year for a new release.
Yeah, no, I feel like I have to go back. So actually, just like 2 months ago, I started reading the first season again of the disc that we have, season 1, and it was good again. But I haven't.
Yeah, we have season 1 and 2.
Yes, but my mom was like super into it. That she's like, I want to buy all the CDs and all the DVDs or whatever, and we're like, no, just wait for your squirrel box. But what if she doesn't know how to look for it? You have to help her look for it.
Yeah.
This is the thing. So she has season 2 right now, and she's loving it. Like she's barely sleeping because she loves it. Well, me and Tito will hang out then. Yeah, you can hang out with my mom.
So what I watched this week, Joy. You know Joy?
No.
It's with Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh.
She makes the Miracle Mop.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah,
she was nominated for an award for it.
There was kind of some slow parts, but then when she's actually on the Home Shopping Network doing her thing, then it kind of picked up. And but it was like depressing, and then
it's like Disney.
Depressing. Is it Disney?
No. It's like the Disney story. Like his story is like depressing before he makes it big.
I guess. And then I watched Revenant.
Oh, did you? This is Netflix already?
Secret Squirrels. Oh. So I watched Revenant.
And
it's pretty boring.
Do you think it's worth his?
The only good thing was the bear fight.
I'm not a big wilderness.
It was just. Yeah, it was. I watched the whole thing, and I was just like, okay.
Like it's based in a book, and I don't even want to read the book because.
But it got great reviews. But I watched The Big Short. I like that.
What's The Big Short?
So The Big Short, it's basically telling the story about in 2008 they had the whole housing market.
Oh yes, and how people are like saying that this is something that the banks can look into, and they're just letting it happen so that people are going to owe them money, right?
Yeah,
it's like a whole conspiracy.
And
I think we're still in it.
So basically, Christian Bale's in it, and Brad Pitt.
Was there a resolution? No, right now we're still falling into this thing, isn't it?
I'm not sure. I was reading.
Like this is more American, I know.
I was reading online, and it was saying like it's coming back up again, but they're basically just selling people the same kind of thing, but calling it something else. So it was hard to follow because they used a lot of bank terms, and so I didn't really know. But then the way they shot the movie. They kind of dumbed it down by explaining things and breaking the fourth wall. Is that what it's called? Breaking the fourth wall when the actor turns and starts talking to the camera.
Yeah.
One of those things to kind of dumb it down.
Okay, explain.
Yeah, explain it. But yeah, so I like that. It's Christian Bale.
It is so scary though, right?
Basically, Christian Bale plays a character that predicts this fall 2 years in advance.
Yes, and nobody was listening to him.
Well, he wanted to take advantage of it.
Oh, okay.
But the banks were like, yeah, fine. You can buy this, and this because it's not like nothing's happened.
So he made a lot of money.
He made like billions and like tons of money. And so Ryan Gosling's character overheard Christian Bale thing. And so he wanted to capitalize on it too. And basically there's like 3 stories going around the whole movie about these other guys trying to capitalize on this thing that's going to happen in a couple years, and them finally hitting it big at the end, while everybody's
detriment. Yeah. Oh, that's awful.
Steve Carell was good. Usually he's like a funny guy, but he was actually doing a good performance. So, and then I watched Gem and the Holograms. So I was expecting it to be bad because I heard
so much better than what it was.
Because I heard really bad things about it, but it was way better than Revenant. Gem and the Holograms. I'd take Gem and the Holograms over.
Who's the star there?
There's really no. Well, if you watch Nashville, the Gem is in Nashville, so she actually sings. And do you remember that show, Lemonade Mouth?
Yeah. I?
That the Asian. So she's Aja.
From,
Remember Aja with the blue hair? So did you watch Gem when you were?
I did.
I watched Gem. They didn't even have the Gem song though.
Gem is my name. No one else is the same. Gem is my
name. They
like
said some lines like, "Oh, Gem, you're truly, truly outrageous," or something like that.
Why? Why make a movie when there's some lines that you can't even play because of some copyright issue?
Expecting like the credits at the end to have like the Gem song playing, but they didn't. But the songs that they played were okay. It was.
Were you tickled?
No. And then at the end, they had the Misfits.
We are the Misfits. Our songs are better.
It was one of those
we are the Misfits.
I bet you nobody saw that scene because if you were watching it in the theater, you probably just like leave halfway through or leave
like the Spice Girls movie.
Yeah, so like you have to sit throughout the whole credits, and then
so there were no Misfits in this movie. It was just how Synergy was born.
Because it looked like the way that they were doing it was they were setting up for a sequel, so that whole Misfits thing.
Oh yeah,
but I don't think there's gonna be a sequel. But you know who plays the green haired girl of the Misfits?
No.
Kesha.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
We are the Misfits. Our songs are better.
And
who's Rio?
Rio, have you ever watched or have you heard of that boy? The one with Jennifer Lopez, the boy next door, or the boy.
Oh yeah, him.
Yeah.
Oh.
And instead of Molly Ringwald was there too. She's the.
I'm not a fan of Molly Ringwald. Sorry.
She's the aunt of Gem, so she's looking
Gem
up.
had an aunt.
Not in. I think they made like liberties.
Oh.
And you remember Eric? I think it's Eric Raymond.
Yes.
Like the guy who is in charge of Starlight Records, or the guy who was trying to take over.
Yes.
So it's a girl, Erica Raymond. So they changed that too, and it's played by that girl from.
I guess they don't want to show like corporate man.
It's that girl from Cape Fear. Well, that Juliette Lewis.
Oh, her so old.
Yeah. So she plays Erica Raymond, but Gem. Yeah. I don't know if you would.
If you're doing a lot of Secret Squirrels. Watching.
If you're into Gem as a kid, you might not. I don't know. It was all right.
But you said it was so much better than The Revenant.
It was better than Revenant.
That's quite a high praise for it, given that Leo.
It was just a little goofy. Like Synergy was played by this little thing that looked like a cross between BB-8 and like Eve from WALL-E.
Oh.
It was like and like doing all this like projection thing, and they had this convoluted storyline about her dad and everything, but yeah, it got kind of weird, but yeah, it was entertaining. It kept me watching the whole time.
This previous Friday was Canada Day long weekend, and we went to the gym as a family.
Oh yeah.
Once in a while, we'll get together at the gym as a family, and I can prove to them that I'm not a single mom carrying 3 children all the time with me to the gym.
And I was watching Maria run because she went on a treadmill in front of us.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that might be a culprit to her heel pain. When I was watching her run, she was heel striking. And so when you want to run, you don't want to heel strike. You want to land.
But I've been running like this all my life.
You want to land not on your toes, but on your forefoot. So there's more cushioning.
So you're like on a tiptoe.
Not on your tippy toe, but just below that.
But your heel is raised.
You don't want to heel strike.
You're striking the front.
Because when you heel strike, it resonates all the way up.
Can you fix it? Like now it really hurts.
I can hook you guys on Game of Thrones. Secret squirrel thing.
Okay, yeah, you tell my mom.
There is. It's there. I've seen it, but I just haven't gone.
How come you know secret squirrel thing too?
Everyone knows the secret squirrel stuff.
So I'm running wrong. So I ran 5K because I know that Nick and Tristan were behind me, and I'm like, I'm gonna run as long as them, and I did, and now it hurts.
Captain Boyle.
Oh yeah, that's cool. So
do you guys have Captain Boyle?
No.
Oh,
Captain's Boyle.
Oh, that sounds even worse.
I don't know what's worse, Captain Boyle, Captain Boils, or Captain's Boyle.
Captain's Boyle sounds the worst.
You're boiling. It's a boil.
Oh, I thought it's the Captain's Boil, which is like a boil.
I know. It's called Captain's Boil. Anyways, on our search, my mom and I, for good seafood. Really, we shouldn't go to Captain's Boil. One of the top places in Toronto to go to is Captain's Boil. And their premise is you order the different types of seafood. So they have mussel, shrimps, lobsters, snow crabs, crayfish, all these different other shellfish. Not fish. So it's more like the shelled fish. And then you choose your sauce, be it garlic sauce. There's also a Captain's Boil secret sauce. There's also a Louisiana like hot sauce.
Oh,
and then
you're making me want to go.
And then after that, you also choose the intensity of those sauces in terms of spiciness. Is it mild, medium, and hot, right? So we went for all mild, but my mom's been looking out for lobster. She's been on this lobster kick since my birthday. Yeah. Actually, it's Lobster Fest since Red Lobster.
Since Red Lobster.
Since Red Lobster. Like, this isn't worth it. And we've been to like
February.
We've been to Atlantic City, and Elena said she was also disappointed with the lobster. Like, where can we buy good, huge, cheap lobster? I think the word cheap has to be in there. Because
what's cheap?
I don't know. Not $40
what's
a
expensive?
pound. Well, this lobster
how many lobsters in a pound?
Well, we only got one.
One lobster in a pound for $40?
Yeah.
$40 for
34,
one lobster?
34.
Wow, you might as well just get a steak.
I know, Mom. That's what I said.
What's so special about lobster?
I don't know,
so
and
expensive?
It hurts to like open it. Anyways, it is yummy. So we go on my day off because she had to pick up a package in North York.
Harold says secret squirrel sauce.
Did I say that?
No.
So we had to go to North York, and this place has 2 locations currently on Yonge Street. So one is in North York, Toronto, and the other one is just downtown Toronto. So we go to the North York.
Because Yonge Street is so long.
It's the longest street in the world. Google it, Yonge Street. Yonge.
Yonge.
But it's called Yonge for those who are visiting Toronto. So we go, and we had Hayden, and when we get there, it's all like all the tables have like the brown paper, like Jack Astor's.
Where you can draw.
When you can draw, but there's no drawing here. It's just about making a mess. And you already have your plastic bibs and you have gloves. And basically, when you pick your food, so we also had like a side of okra, side of just like plastic gloves, so that when you deal, so they serve everything not on dish or plates, but in plastic.
Because you have to use your
bags.
hands.
Yes. So even the okra, they'll like boil it for you. So hence Captain's Boil. They boil it for you. They put it in butter, and then they put it in these bags. So they come out like dog bags. Oh. Like plastic clear bags. It looks like those. What are they when we recycle the food? What are those called? In the green bins.
Yeah.
But we use those bags, so it's like kind of like it's transparent. You can see the stuff inside, and then you kind of like. Anyways.
So this isn't a high-end place.
It's not a high-end place, and there's my mom who's like, "There is no ambiance." I'm like, "This is the ambiance. The ambiance here is we're eating with gloved hands." I guess I don't care about BPA, right? Because bisphosphonyl phosphate A is in every single plastic item. It doesn't say as free BPA.
Harold says, I think I spent $98 of surf and turf in San Francisco back when I was younger.
We spent over $100.
What's surf and turf? Is that like what you went to?
It's like a seafood stuff. So my mom I just needed to get my mom stop talking about Captain's Boil and how she wants lobster. And we also got like a
So she's over it. She didn't like it.
She didn't like it. She wants to find out.
How come you said we should take Nikki here?
No, I did not.
No, I thought that's what she said to you.
Oh no, she's like, oh, it's too bad Nikki's not here with us. She's always thinking of you for some reason, and I'm like, I thought
she said that.
And I'm looking at her going, no, and I'm looking at her going, we're here because of you. Like you want, like if you want Nick to eat something, it's like a burger or a pizza or like a cow, not lobster.
Yeah.
I mean, it was good for the experience, but I was like literally like using my glove fingers and the plastic bag that it came in, and I'm twisting the shells off of these things.
You think it would be more expensive if they actually cut it for you and just gave you the lobster?
No. Apparently, it's also Lobster Fest at Red Lobster, so we might go again there.
I thought she's over the lobster.
Actually, there's actually a lobster mountain that's so cool. Like this restaurant, a huge lobster mountain. It's $300 of deep fried monster lobster. I don't know how many pounds. 10 pounds of lobster, maybe. So you need more than like 2 people to obviously go together. Maybe 3. And it's somewhere in...
Harold likes pizza, burgers, tacos, and cows too. We don't really have tacos. I never had a taco.
I love tacos. I love Mexican food.
We saw this YouTube video of these guys eating the 7-pound burger.
Where is that again?
I don't know, but it was like a contest. They had 1 hour.
If it was close to us, we would be there already.
To eat this 7-pound burger.
And it's like the size of like 8 burgers.
They were like opening it like that. The bread was like
a huge like cake.
Bread was like grilled, I guess.
Yeah, it was like a cake. And it was like remember how I printed out the top burgers of Toronto?
Yeah.
It looks like the Whopper Whittle burger, like how it has like that bread.
Oh, because it's like grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. 7-pound burger. Yeah.
So yeah, no more Captain's Boil. Done that. And now we heard that they're expanding, so there's actually probably a close one coming to Sherwood Gardens.
And so for Canada Day, besides working out as a family, we also try to go to the fireworks. Oh, so, Harold knows because I was on a post show with him.
And I'm like, let's go to the fireworks.
I'm like, okay, we're gonna go to the fireworks now.
Yeah, so here's the post story of the fireworks story. So we go, and Nick's parents live
You're so excited because you were like, we're gonna get great footage from this fireworks.
I know, great vlog material.
No vlogs.
No vlog.
Okay,
no material. Go. So growing up, my parents didn't really do anything with us when it's Canada Day. They didn't go to those real fast. You know what I mean? Like they're like, oh, it's a holiday. We're going to stay home. We don't want to go mingle in the crowds because it's crazy. We could lose you. Crowds are crazy. How about you?
No, we didn't do it either.
We didn't do Canada Day. So usually every Canada Day, I will have like the kids like with Canada Day shirts. I usually buy them new Canada Day shirts. And we just kind of parade ourselves around like the gym, our neighborhood, nowhere. And by Square One, which is in the downtown of Mississauga, his parents live there in a condo, right actually at the heart, which is Celebration Square.
Yeah.
Right across there. And there's a lot of events always every weekend happening there. It could be like Little Italy, Philippine Day, all that stuff. So different events. The Rib Fest will be there in 2 weeks. And of course, Canada Day, they always have like a huge...
They have a concert going on stage. One of my patients was telling me that he went.
I don't know what
he said that they're playing. There was actually a group there that plays a song on the radio, and he was singing it to me, but I can't remember. Like,
your patient singing?
No, he was telling me the song. I'm like, oh, I know that song, and he's like, yeah.
And did you guys start singing it together?
No, he's old. He's like in his 50s.
You're old.
He's like. He's older than us.
So we didn't go for any of those events because at our end of Mississauga here, it was raining. It actually rained a couple of times that I wasn't even sure whether we should go or not, other than we went to the gym, we went home, took a nap for Hayden, and it would like storm.
Yeah.
And then the sun would come up and then it would storm again. And even one time I went bike riding with the boys and we had to sprint back home because suddenly did you see those black clouds?
I didn't see it.
Swallowing the sun, and we're like, and suddenly all the kids from like the parks and their parents were like rushing out of it. Like it was like, I don't know, apocalypse.
And I was just watching the 19-inning Blue Jay game.
Yeah.
That started at 1 and
so I'm thinking, oh, we should do something with the kids so that, you know, they can see something that's memorable for Canada Day. Like what's Canada Day other than Happy Canada Day? We have a holiday, you know? So let's go watch fireworks. And there's different areas where there's fireworks. I'm sure there's also some in downtown Toronto by the harbor front.
Yeah.
There's some in Streetsville, which is actually closer to us. But I want to go to Celebration Park because we could then park our car. Celebration Square. We could park our car at your parents' visitor parking area. So we leave, and the fireworks were supposed to be at 10:30. We leave the house around 9:45.
Yeah.
And
I thought
earlier
9:15,
even. Yeah, 9:15.
9:30.
And the highway was okay, but I should have exited Mavis, but it exited closer to Celebration Square, and we just got stuck behind traffic.
Yeah.
It was gross. It was yucky.
There's a huge line out of U-Burger. We talked about U-Burger before.
Yeah. So it took me about 45 minutes, something like that, to maneuver ourselves through the little neighborhoods around here to get finally to his parents' condo.
Yeah.
And there's Nick going, let's just go home. And I'm like, I just want to like look at the fireworks.
So we're in
and
the
then I'm like,
lot.
I'm gonna try one more thing. I'm gonna try, and he's just quiet, and I know he's already like not happy.
I already checked out.
There is no there. How can we like find fireworks if we're not in it as a team?
We can watch it on YouTube, like Harold. He said he's gonna watch the fireworks on YouTube. So yeah, we're in my parents' parking lot condo, and so Maria just goes all the way through and then backs all the way out, and goes to the next one all the way through and then backs all the way out. And she's like, "Oh, I saw a car leave. Let's go." And go on, and
there was this one guy who I thought he was leaving, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm not leaving." And then when I was reversing because
he's like, "Oh, there's one over there."
Yeah, he was doing this gesture. I'm like, "What is that?" And then I go to the other aisle and there's nothing. And I'm like, "Ooh. Next time I see you, I'm going to tell you there's a parking lot too that's not available."
He was trolling you. Okay.
Karma.
So that's that. And then the last bit of story.
Oh, no. So we left. And then by then too, Hayden and Mason were asleep.
Yeah, they were all passed out.
But I don't know if this is good news. Actually, it looked really, really packed, right? Because there's still concerts going on up until the 10:30. By the time we went back on our highway, it was 10:20. So really, if we could just like stayed in the neighborhood, we could have just watched the fireworks from our cars. But someone was just a wet rag. So we got home, but then throughout, people will also still like, you know, fireworks from their backyard, so we could see a little bit, like not as crazy. And then happily, is that really evil when I said happily? The next morning, I found out that the fireworks were canceled because it was so windy.
So
good thing, because if we had gone there after so much effort, someone would be so angry with me.
But my patient said that it was canceled, but a lot of people. So
you had someone on Saturday? Oh, from
people.
He was there?
Yeah, he was there with his family. People were just listening to the concert, so he was just watching the concert.
And then I feel like we're gonna lose children because it's so dark and crowded.
And he ate some food from the food trucks.
Yeah, I went to see food trucks, but I guess we'll see that also for Canada Day. I mean, Riverfest.
All right. Last bit of news before we get into some mocks. Might be a bit of a rant, but maybe you can talk about your Rogers Cable story.
No.
You don't want to talk about that? No. Now people are like, "What's Rogers Cable?"
It's just our server for our internet, our home internet, phone, and cable TV. So we usually bundle and get a discount, but every year I call to avail myself to whatever promotions they have.
Because they did a promotion once. I heard you. Like you said, you called in May and you got it from 200 down to 130.
Yeah, I'm good like that.
But this time they're like, no, you're actually gonna pay more.
Yeah. So I don't want to talk about it right now. Okay. I'm gonna try again in 2 weeks.
Okay, we'll try this. We'll try to revisit the story.
I'm already exhausted from this fireworks story.
Okay, so I have some mocks to show. This first one is kind of elaborate.
What is this mock?
It's Tristan's dragon.
Is it like a chimera?
It's this big dragon.
And he used all of the parts that he hasn't been using. I feel like these are some of the mocks that we see in Philly Brickfest from some of those T-falls.
Yeah, so he wants to bring this to Brickfest and put it.
So this is going to be up here being scary like this for a full year?
No, this is going to be in the Bionicle section of. No, like I don't think he might just break.
I feel like he needs color coordination better. Like these aren't matching, like the oranges. But I don't want to make him buy more.
It's not sturdy though.
Ooh, like I like that. Oh! I broke it.
So he has a name. I think he's called it the three-headed dragon, even though there's only one head.
And there's 3 tails.
Oh, three-tailed dragon. Yeah, that's what it was. Three-tailed dragon. So I didn't make anything this week. I was too busy squirreling.
Clearly.
But this is his. Plus, we already have our Brickfest coming up, and I didn't want to have
do so much
stuff. So this is his dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And then he also made this, which just seems like using a lot of pieces that I could use eventually. But hey, Bricksomniac. So he calls it box head, and he wants to make more box heads in different colors so you can have a box head army. I don't know where he gets his army idea from.
Nick.
Who's telling him about armies, but he wants. So I guess it has like this machine gun.
What do you think about the children? They're suspiciously very quiet.
I think they're just playing. And so, yeah, so that's that. So if the brick artist is still here, I got this from the brick artist. In the mail.
Oh, right.
So it was in a box.
What is it? Whoa!
So I got this. And then when I looked around, I was like, oh, it's all taped up. So then...
Do we have it?
Well, the thing is, I've watched Ozzy Bricks' channel before, and he's gotten packages like this from Harold, and inside was actually Chima. So I was like, oh, maybe it's Chima, so maybe I better open it. And it's a bunch of poly bags.
My goodness, you didn't have to send this to us. Why did he send this to you? It's like stealing from the babies.
He sent plus 2.
Oh my god.
Plus 2 CMFs. So he sent us the.
Oh my gosh.
The wrestler CMF.
Oh my gosh.
And then.
Oh, that thing lives in my purse right now.
This guy.
Why did you do this? It's like stealing from him.
You show these. I'm just gonna check on.
You have to send this back to him. Oh my gosh, I feel terrible. I mean, thank you. We got this Rapunzel poly bag. Wow. We have this ATDP poly bag. I like this poly bag. The Joker with the pie poly bag. We got a farm tractor. We have a Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu. We have a City Copter helicopter. We have the Garbage Truck Man. We get another one of these Spider-Man and Super Jumper. Wow, I never got to return this. It's like stealing from him. We have a farm machine again, and then another yellow truck. This is all his entire collection. And he told his parents, "Let's send it to Nick and Maria."
It was like a year ago. This is a prize from a contest.
Don't join any more contests when it's given by little kids.
I told him not to send it anymore.
Thank you.
But he still sent it.
That's amazing. Oh, and stickers, mine.
Oh,
stickers.
Yeah, Harold, polybag galore.
Wow, 2 sticker sheets. I love them.
And I don't think we have any of these polybags.
We don't have the Joker?
Actually, no, we have the Joker. We have this one. But the city ones, I don't think we have. And we don't have, like, the Disney Princess one.
Oh, my God.
So, thank you again, Graphic Bricks, a.k.a. the Brick Artist, a.k.a. The Brick Wizard, a.k.a. TGN 2014. Wait, you stole this from who? No, we didn't steal it. We got it as a prize. But Maria says it's like stealing from a... He's not a baby. Okay, sit.
Where did you put my baby?
So I went to the Lego store. And I got some... So there's this whole rumor at the Lego stores have the sand green. Because everyone's getting these sand green.
Why do you need sand green?
Because sand green's so expensive on Bricklink.
But why do you need sand green?
If I ever need it. So I got a Pick-a-Brick cup of sand green 1x2s with a bunch of 1x1 light bluish gray circular tiles. And then I got sand green 1x1 bricks with circular tiles again.
What do you use this for? City? Sand green. Isn't this very like Star Wars color?
For Tristan?
Yeah, okay. I thought you said you only had 2. And you didn't redeem any of your points?
No. He got excited when I showed him this. He's like, oh, let me get that. Because I was asking him, are these the ones you need? He's like, yeah. So I got Tristan these mixo joints.
Could have had the whole cup.
No, well, I
am proud of you that you're learning how to pack these better.
And then I got these green curved slopes. They're stuffed in there. So I even have like big gaps here. But what I do is I put tape around it so they don't see the big gaps.
And they're okay.
They didn't say anything.
Don't weigh it.
They didn't say anything. And I got these
whoa.
Studs with 1x1 bricks with a stud on the side, and then clear, and then the corner bricks.
I didn't know you went to town.
So. But there were more things I wanted to get, but I didn't get it.
You're good. You're waiting for it.
And then I had the coupon for this.
Okay.
So this is the Nexo Night coupon from the calendar. And then this is the free thing that they gave. I got
You know my library books are going to my mom's condo when she has her condo.
Okay, so that's more Lego.
Because I want to move Tristan in that room.
Oh, sure. Why? You can't share. I'll share that one room.
No. I think there's a bylaw hazard.
What's the bylaw? I'm sure there's tons of people that have like 8 kids in one room.
We don't have 8 kids.
No, but we have one room. Okay, so news that we can. Oh, before news that we can use, I wanted to talk about BrickFest Toronto. So they sent the schedule for BrickFest Toronto. Mm-hmm. Here, you can have a seat.
I am sitting.
They sent the schedule for BrickFest Toronto, and
the registration isn't until 4 p.m. on Thursday. So it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, where Saturday and Sunday are basically the public days.
Yes.
So on those public days, when I go in the beginning, I'll take Hayden out.
Yeah, there's no strollers allowed.
Yeah, so it's a long day for him because he has to nap. What do I do? Or do I meet you at the end of the day?
You can, For the public days, yeah, you can just come at the end because I'll go through the schedule. So Thursday registration is 4 p.m. And then 6 p.m. is the meet and greet. So I guess between 4 and 6, that's when people start assembling their mocks and everything.
I'm still not going to be able to get there until maybe closer to after 6.
Yeah, because that's the meet and greet is when they're going to do the brick trivia where they'll give away prizes and everything. So that's an opportunity to get free Lego.
Do I have to know my answers?
Yeah.
What kind of answers?
Well, the one that I got when I got that book was I had to answer. They're like easy questions. So
spell Lego.
They're like easy questions. And then at 7 p.m. it's called Tech Ball Workshop and Tech Ball Tournament. And so I did this last year. I wasn't really good. And basically what we had to do was we had to build a car that battled a car with like not they didn't battle, a car with like a corral. And so there was a ball in the center, and then you start against your opponent with your remote control. And then you have to go and try to get the ball and try to score it in the net. 1-on-1. Actually, it was 2-on-2.
Should we start designing some sort of prototype this week?
No, you just you learn how to do it there with their pieces, and then you. However, some people brought their own cars. And so they were the ones winning.
Yeah, prototype.
But it was just fun learning how to do that for the first time. And I might be even better now since I did play around with motors. So that's Tristan Mason will like that though. 7 to 9. And then at 9 o'clock is Mosaic. So we're going to be building a Mosaic and mini challenge.
No stroller, right?
Yeah, no stroller. No stroller, maybe no stroller during the public days because going around, it's going to be so cramped. But maybe for the private days, you can bring a stroller. Let's see. And then for Friday, 8 a.m. is when it open up. So we'll try to get there at 8 a.m. Opening ceremonies is at 10 a.m. So then they're going to have the raffles at 10 a.m. So there's an opportunity.
So there's no raffle at 8 a.m.
No, 8 a.m. is when it opens. And so just more like just talking with other AFOLs. And
should we bring 2 cars?
We could. It's free parking. You just have to get parking tickets from. Last year we had to in ahead of time. We just get the parking tickets from her, and so we'll be like, yeah, give me 15 parking tickets because I think I'm gonna leave and come back like 3 times or something. Because then you have to feed into the machine.
Oh, I see.
And then it opens up the gate.
It's not like a pass.
No, it's like a machine that you feed into the machine. 1 p.m. is called the Brick Challenge. And so there's no explanation what this Brick Challenge is, but again, it's another game. Silent auction is also 1 p.m. And then 2 p.m. is called the Brick Challenge Relay. So that seems like a race kind of thing. Again, there's no explanation. 3 p.m. is a speed build. They're saying that for some of these games, when you register at 4 p.m. it's a first come first serve for some of those games. And so you have to sign up already. So I'll try to sign up for those. And then 4 p.m. on Friday, it's called VIP Family Access. And so what I think this is, from what I remember last year, was
some for public already.
Random people who paid for VIP gets to look at the mocks without anyone around. So they get that from 4 to 6, while at 5 p.m.
How many people would be in our category of us going to do all these plays?
Like just the AFOLs? There's a list already of all the registered people.
How many were there last year, you think? 200?
Maybe.
So there's a lot still.
There's a list, and it's open to anyone seeing them. And it has everyone's names and where they're from. 5 p.m. it's called minifigure trading. So kids will trade minifigures with staff, and then there's a raffle for VIPs. 5:30 you can go for dinner, and then 6 p.m. is another VIP
18 plus access.
I'm not sure what that is.
Is it like adult? So there's no kids. That's what I'm concerned with. I feel like they're gonna kick me out with the kids, and that's why maybe we should drive separately.
No, because this is VIP access.
Family access. So anyone
like not us.
I know other people.
Yeah.
But they have children, so they can go and see it. But then come 6 p.m., nobody with children should be in that area anymore.
Not us. Like public people.
Yeah, public.
We're fine because we're the people. Like, what if kids made mocks? They're not allowed to be showing their own mocks.
No.
So I don't think it's for the public. And then 8 p.m. it's a yard sale. So they might have some poly bags and stuff like that. Friends and family tour. I'm not sure what that is. And then 9 p.m. it's lights, camera, action. So what they did last year was they turned off all the lights and all those things that kind of glowed in the dark. Or
and you can't bring food inside, right? So I have to find out where to feed the people.
Well, I was just gonna have them bring food in the car.
Oh, okay.
Because last year I just brought food in the car, and then we just ate there. Well, I just ate by myself.
Oh,
in the car.
I was in Disney World.
Saturday, 8 a.m. opens for the vendors, and then the public viewing is 10 to 3 p.m. 4 p.m. it closes. Okay. So I was watching the Saturday stream this morning.
Where would you sit with the boys if you take them?
We just stand all the time.
You think you just take Tristan then on Saturday?
I guess.
I'll keep Mason and Hayden, and I'll meet you guys.
Yeah, because like Philly Brickfest.
Yeah.
Because Mason's not even bringing stuff to show off, anyways.
Yeah. And Tristan will be okay.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, so I was watching the Saturday stream this morning, and Dee was there, and she said that she's coming to Toronto next week.
Oh, cool.
To visit, well, for her thing, like whatever she's doing, but she's going to drop by Lasting Toys, and she also said she might come for one of the days.
To go to Lasting Toys.
She said she might come to one of the days of Brickfest.
But she doesn't know yet.
I'm not sure which one. She didn't say on the stream.
Oh, okay.
But she said she might see the Brick Princess and the Brick Adjuster. That's me, and the Brick Zapper. So hopefully we can see Dee on either Saturday or Sunday, whichever day she comes. On Saturday at 5 p.m. it's something called Speed Sort. So I was looking at the instructions for this. Is something that you have to sign up for ahead of time too. And basically it's a 1v1, or it's like a round of 4 people sorting brick. Whoever can do it the fastest goes on to the next round. And so it's one of those round robin tournaments of sorting. So we'll see how fast I can do that. And then 5:30 dinner. 6 p.m. is called
tight. Speed Sort, then dinner, then 6 p.m. But there's nowhere to have dinner there.
Well, they're unlike Philly Brickfest, they were pretty on the schedule.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I feel like there's no point of going for dinner.
No, like you're gonna miss stuff. People who went for dinner last year, they missed a lot of things, and they didn't get their voucher, their karma tickets. 6 p.m. I'm not sure if we want to do this or not, but it's Dirty Brickster. I didn't do it last year because I didn't know. But if you bring a $20 item, you can participate. And basically, it's like those Christmas where you steal the presents.
Yeah.
So some people were just bringing Pick-a-Brick cups because Pick-a-Brick cup is 20 bucks. Yeah. But other people brought like sets, or there was like a chrome
with everything.
Chrome
minifig.
Darth Vader.
Right.
And like a chrome stormtrooper. And for some reason, the AFOLs weren't grabbing that. It was like the kids who wanted those. That the kids knew how expensive those were. Yeah. But the AFOLs, they wanted the Pick-a-Brick cups, or they wanted like things to build with. But I don't know. Maybe we can do that. Or if you want to participate, because you're more of the Dirty Brickster thing. Because whenever you steal someone, they go, Dirty Brickster. And then you're like, oh, you're funny. Like it's funny.
You have this weird image of me.
They go, Dirty Brickster.
Maybe you want to play.
So if you
but I don't really want anything for $20. We have everything.
Sorry?
I don't really want anything for $20.
No, like sometimes it's Pick-a-Brick cups, or like people, you have to grab a present from the table. So you open it up.
The Sangreen stuff?
No.
See, what am I gonna bring?
We can go to the Lego store and buy something worth $20 to give it as a present. Like some people brought funny things too. Like funny Lego things. Or like
a book.
A Lego book, or I don't know, something. So that's Dirty Brickster, and then at 7 p.m. is when they give around the awards. They have the auction with the karma tickets. So if you participate in any game at Brickfest Toronto, you get these karma tickets. They're like raffle tickets. And what you do during the closing ceremony raffle, they'll have all these big sets with little boxes in front of them, and so you can put as many of your tickets into any of the boxes in front of these sets. And when it's time for raffle, they mix up the tickets in the box and they pull. And so if they pull, so your thing is like, you can have a strategy. Say you have like 20 karma tickets. You can put all 20 in one box that you don't see other people putting tickets in there, or you can spread your ticket around to so many different items, and your chance of maybe at least I can have. And what did you win last year? Last year with that, I think I got the Grand Emporium.
Pretty good.
Because I put all my tickets. Actually, I put all my tickets in 2 Grand Emporium boxes because I wanted at least one of them, but I got one.
I got one.
So that was that. And then Sunday.
Yeah, see, look, Sunday. I was looking at it even.
Sunday's basically the same thing. It's open.
It's only ends 5 p.m. There's no more events.
There's no events. It's pack. So unlike Philly Brick Fest,
yes, where there's still events, closing events,
closing ceremony. They do their closing ceremony on Saturday.
So I probably won't even have to go on Sunday.
Well, what if you make friends?
With the brick adjuster.
Okay, so news that we can use.
We still have news that we can use?
Yeah, there's news that we can use. Where's my...
I feel like it wasn't even that busy of a weekend. How are we chatting for so long?
I don't know.
Okay. Baby, yeah.
So the first thing I want to show, they showed some on Alan the Brick Fan, the minifigure of Sonic.
Yeah.
So here's Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes, we're gonna make videos like we did at Philly.
And apparently this character here with the wand might be from Wizarding, that new movie.
Oh.
Creatures and the Wizarding Friends.
Of J.K. Rowling?
Yeah, whatever that one is. And then Superman there. And then here's another picture of Sonic carrying a ring, where that ring kind of looks like a life.
I know.
Life support.
I thought he was gonna wear like a Lord of the Ring, although the Lord of the Ring is too small, right?
Unless that's not the real ring.
And they're just using it for effect.
And then the new micro.
More of them. I like Wolverine's face.
So we got Wolverine and we got Magneto.
Is Sunday the worst day to go? I would think Saturday is probably busier.
Saturday was busier than Sunday last year.
So Sunday is probably better. Yeah. Just because
if you don't want it so crammed.
I think
However, having said that, if you want to buy things, they might still have more things to buy on Saturday. The vendors. Because by Sunday, maybe they're hot, like already be sold. Mm-hmm. So just think about that too. Iron Man with the crazy face and the crazy looking mask. And you got Thanos. So here's Iron Man. He has like a funny face there. And
a mask. When are these coming out? Fall?
2017.
Oh.
And then we got Spider-Man and Scorpion.
I like Scorpion.
Spider-Man and Scorpion there. This was the thing that you're missing out on.
Oh, good.
The Froggy.
The Mixel.
This is this month's monthly mini build, which we're not going to.
They forgot to sign me up. It's actually, it would have been this Tuesday.
Yeah.
It would have been a lot of brick stuff happening. Maybe for the Dirty Brick Store, I can go to Yorkdale Mall Lego store and get that thing there.
Yeah, you can get whatever you want.
You just want me to be the Dirty Brickster.
Dirty Brickster. So this is the Ghostbusters with their funny hair. And Ra's al Ghul came out too, July 1st.
But we're waiting for those things to be free.
Yeah, I don't think Ra's al Ghul. I mean, Ra's al Ghul will probably be free.
I've seen that.
This is just a recap. For some reason, Alan the Brick Fan does recaps now.
Oh. It's more content, Alan the Brick Fan.
But I want to show the other Mighty Micros. There's going to be a Bizarro, which is cool. Because we've gotten Bizarro only for San Diego Comic-Con.
So cute.
So there's Bizarro with the backwards S and the Harry Potter hair with Superman. So that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
We've gotten Bat Zorro before, but not
Where do you put these little people?
There's Hulk up there. And they're all around. See Hulk? Well, you can't see it from this angle.
I'm so short.
Forgot. This weird thing.
Weird person.
Is Doomsday.
Why is Hulk there?
Because that's the Avengers. So you get Wonder Woman and Doomsday. I didn't know Doomsday looked like that. Doomsday looks like a warrior princess.
Yeah.
Or Doomsday looks like a female.
Batman again?
But this is classic Batman with the classic Batcopter. They should have given us the classic Batmobile, but the classic Batcopter's okay. And then you get
you finished building all of it?
Killer Moth.
Is that just a random box?
No, I haven't built that one yet.
What?
I ran out of time. And then the last bit of news that we can use is San Diego Comic-Con.
That's so cute.
There's some cool shots
That
of
is amazing.
Ninjago J.
I just realized
statue.
that Tristan's mocks here are really displayed well.
Yeah, because I told him to display them before
But,
we leave.
like,
So
some
make
of
sure
it-
that they're.
Some is ugly.
So I was able to convince Tristan
Is he
that
gonna bring them?
we can take apart his base and all that stuff.
To get the sand green?
No, but that is sand green. We're gonna take apart his base so
Oh my gosh.
he can use the pieces to make more mocks and display things. So I was like, yeah, because that base is like 9-year-old Tristan, and now you're like going into 12-year-old where you make more sophisticated figures.
Did you throw in the word sophisticated and
No.
he's like,
He doesn't know. Because he wanted to make more of these, and I'm like,
what are these?
and then
It's not even his regular figure.
And then I told him that, oh, you're just gonna be using like a lot of my pieces again, aren't you? And he's like, yeah. Well, let's take apart like the white base and like that, and we can use some of those pieces. So he was like, okay. So
And then he can pose these better.
he could pose them better without it being so squished. Yeah. Okay. So that is all the news
You can use.
we can use. Let's see who's in the chat.
This is fun.
We got Mini Bricks, who says, what is that? Buenos dias.
Good day.
We got Pumpkin Bricks that says, Nick, does Big T have Ninjago Titan Mecha Battle? No, but I do. No, I think he did, but then we broke it. He just used the pieces. We have No More Bricks, who says, I'm here. We have Darth Bricks 26 and Lucas Bricks. Oh, I saw Lucas was on the Saturday stream yesterday.
Okay.
I was watching it this morning. There was a bunch of people. I think
Yes,
Big
it's-
Sue
It's
Bricks.
2 years. It was 2 year
Yeah, 2
anniversary.
years. Big Sue Bricks was on.
Hosted
Lucas
by,
Bricks.
Brick Smith. Right?
There are other T-Falls on. I can't remember now. There are other T-Falls on too. Okay. Big Sue, thanks for popping in as well as Darth Bricks 26. Oh, Mini Brick says, hola, Nikki, as in B-A. Actually, it's spelled N-I-K-K-I. Yeah, my parents spelled it the girl's way.
I know. Yeah.
That's why I have N-I-K. But if you put K-I, that's the rest of
Brick
my...
Life, you put N-I-C-K. Brick Life.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
It's N-I-K. N-I-K-S, Bricks Life. I should know. I have to type that in all the time whenever I change channels.
I'm going to my mom's after this.
Minifigure Collector. I was on the Saturday stream as well. Cool. I didn't see that part. Brother from Another Brick.
Is there a Jay's game today?
There is, and it's on right now. It's an hour in. Bricksomniac.
You know how 2 days ago the game went all the way to like
19 innings? That's not the record.
I know, but can a game be finished in an hour? All
No, I think
9
usually
innings?
like the fast ones are like 2 hours and a bit.
Really? Even?
Yeah.
Back and forth, back and forth, back
Yeah.
and forth. Even
I'm not sure what- I'm sure if you
strike,
Google
strike,
it, you can find out what the fastest baseball game
finish
is.
game. Someone
Or-
find that.
Or as Harold says, hockey. Elite Guard 22. Graphic Bricks. I'm not sure if Graphic stayed on for the unveil of his
Thank you
haul,
again.
but thanks, Graphic. I think that's everyone.
I'd like this to be our thumbprint.
The Brick
Where you're
Toad.
so close, I am so far.
Perspective. Matt Riley and the Brick Dudes. All right. And did anyone answer your question?
No.
No.
Thanks.
Okay,
That answered my
so
question.
next week will be no Full of Brick,
No.
unless we do it like on a Monday or Tuesday or something.
I'm working.
No, like in the evening,
Oh, maybe.
because usually there's no streams going on in the evening. We'll see. Hey, Our Toy World. Oh, Our Toy World was on the stream too.
Oh, cool.
On the Saturday stream. Yeah. So next week, because we'll be at we'll be at BrickFest Toronto. There is not going to be Full of Brick.
No.
On Sunday, but there might be one on a different day. We'll see.
We can't have it like right there.
No.
There's no Wi-Fi in that place, huh?
I don't think so. All right. This is Nick and
Maria
signing off. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Oh.